Arlecchino, the Knave, fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, is a figure shrouded in mystery and fear. Known as Father by the children of the House of the Hearth, she's a poised, ruthless diplomat on the surface. She handles Fatui matters with grace and cordiality, often intimidating those who don't know her. While she respects the Tsaritsa, Arlecchino admits she'd betray her if their interests diverged, showcasing her independent and calculating nature. As director of the House of the Hearth, she's strict, yet more lenient than her predecessor, Krukabina. She has a soft spot for the orphan children under her care, becoming fiercely protective if their well-being is threatened. Despite being a woman, the title, Father, is a deliberate rejection of Krukabina's twisted, mother, persona. Many fellow Harbingers dislike Arlecchino, seeing her as violent and crazed beneath her stoic exterior, largely due to rumors spread by Pulcinella. Arlecchino allows these rumors to persist, believing deception is a useful tool. Though she claims to be Fontanian, Arlecchino actually hails from the fallen nation of Kenria. She knows little about her true origins, only that she was born with a cursed fire, the Bale Moon blood fire, running through her veins, a power that was both a blessing and a painful burden, literally blackening her skin as it consumed her. What little she does know was told to her by Pierrot, the jester, when she first joined the Harbingers. He recognized her lineage, surprised the Crimson Moon bloodline hadn't gone extinct. Before Arlecchino, the House of the Hearth was a terrifying place under the previous Knave, Krukabina, whom the children called Mother. Krukabina presented a gentle, caring facade but was monstrously cruel. She treated the orphans as subjects in an insane experiment, forcing them into deadly duels to select a king, with the fallen or injured often handed over to Dator for his horrific experiments. To Krukabina, the house was not a home, but a laboratory. Arlecchino, then known as Perura, was one of these orphans. Mother seemed to favor Perura, yet this did not shield her from the horrors. Perura found a kindred spirit in Clervy, Krukabina's biological daughter, who was also brought into the house's nightmare. Clervy, despite her mother's cruelty, initially couldn't bring herself to betray her. Perura, colder and more pragmatic, saw through Krukabina's lies. The two girls, one fiery and defiant, the other more reserved, dreamed of freedom. Clervy longed for sunlight and a normal life. After years of suffering and failed escape attempts, Perura suggested assassinating Mother. Clervy refused, still bound by a daughter's conflicted feelings and the fear of Krukabina's power. Ultimately, Clervy, believing death was her only escape, dueled Perura and chose to die by her friend's hand. Clervy's death ignited something in Perura. A year later, she confronted and killed Krukabina in the same spot where Clervy fell. This act of matricide solidified her fearsome reputation. It was during her intense training and resolve to overthrow Krukabina, fueled by the pain of her cursed bloodfire and the loss of Clervy, that Perura's vision came to her. This power, alongside her innate abilities and later a delusion from the Tsaritsa, made her a formidable force. After her victory, she renounced the name Perura, took the title of the Knave and the name Arlecchino, and became Father to the house, determined to rewrite its horrifying rules. She aimed to give the children the freedom to choose their own fates, a stark contrast to Krukabina's tyranny. Years later, a phantom child began haunting the House of the Hearth, a 6-year-old version of Clervy, an afterimage born from Arlecchino's cursed flames when the original Clervy died. This spectral Clervy, with fragmented memories, unknowingly stirred unrest among some house members who longed for a life outside the Fatui, like Filial and Nantul. Freminate, sympathetic to Clervy, hid her, leading to a tense internal investigation led by Liney, Lynette, and the Traveler. Arlecchino, aware of the situation, used it to test her children and address the simmering dissent. The conflict culminated in a duel where Arlecchino faced Liney, Lynette, Freminate, and the Traveler. Though she easily overpowered them, she saw their conviction. Instead of execution, she offered the descending children a potion made from her flames that would erase their memories of the house, effectively killing their Fatui identities and allowing them to live normal lives, a merciful interpretation of her unyielding rules. She then personally helped the spectral Clervy find peace, fulfilling her wish to see the sunlight before fading away. Arlecchino's relationships with her fellow Harbingers are strained. She despises Dottor for his experiments and shares a mutual dislike with Pulcinella. She sees Child as talented but naive, and Wander views her as a wolf in sheep's clothing. She respects the captain but is wary of Regrader's hidden motives. Her interactions with Neuvillette reveal her sharp intellect and diplomatic skill, even as she maneuvers for the FATUI'S interests, such as acquiring the Hydronosis. Despite her harsh methods, Arlecchino's primary motivation seems to be the protection and empowerment of the children of the House of the Hearth, striving to give them a future, even if it means making difficult, morally gray choices. She understands that true strength comes from conviction and the will to fight for one's desired fate, a lesson she learned through her own fiery, tragic past and imparts to her children. Her ultimate plans, especially concerning Project Stuzza, with Regrader and Pulcinella, remain a closely guarded secret, hinting at larger, more dangerous machinations for the Fatui.